It is important. Even in my friendship group, you know, everyone has got a different opinion, a strong opinion actually.
The job Katie loves could become much, much harder. As a home carer, she has questions about what assisted dying means for her and the people she looks after.
More training about the safeguarding. Is it, you know, what do we do? Where do we go? Who needs to be informed about the client's decision?
Katie cares for elderly and vulnerable people in the community, often with complex needs and multiple health conditions.
You are there to make their life and also end of life bearable and as good as possible.
But emotionally, it must be quite challenging for you.
Yeah, I can't explain how I deal with it, but I think you have to be born to deal with it.
The assisted dying bill will allow adults who are terminally ill, mentally competent, and have 6 months or less to live to choose to end their life.
Hello.
Hello.
But a coalition of the country's leading health and social care organisations say their warnings aren't being heard.
My favourite one. Give me my hug.
Brenda and John have been together for almost 70 years. They get daily care visits. John's arthritis makes everyday tasks almost impossible.
It's becoming more and more difficult with different parts of my body. My wife and I are together, and that's what we want. We would never want to be separated, despite the bickering.
John used to run a business here on this seafront. Coastal communities like this one already face some of the worst health outcomes and care provisions in the country. This law could bring about the biggest change to our society since the Abortion Act of 1967, and that's why it's so important for the government to get this just right. But the home care sector doesn't feel like it has a voice in this very important conversation, and yet this is a law that could fundamentally change the relationship between an end-of-life carer and the person who relies on that support.
And is she seeing lots of people she knows already?
Yes.
Caroline runs the home care company where Katie works. And despite all her experience in caring for elderly and sick people near the end of their lives, she says she's had no say in the assisted dying debate.
I just need to know exactly how to train people. I need to know that we would be insured and protected should a family decide that one of our staff was accused of coercing someone or the other way around, talking someone out of a situation.
Frailty wards like this one look after elderly patients who are acutely unwell. The British Geriatric Society says the assisted dying bill as it stands is both unworkable and unaffordable.
They tend to dwell on younger people with cancer, but the reality is in our country the majority of people experiencing death, patients and families, are in fact older and with complex needs. Not just health needs, social needs too.
But campaigners supporting assisted dying have told Sky News the amended bill includes specific training requirements around coercion and that assisted dying can only be discussed within the context of all end-of-life options. The assisted dying law, if passed, will bring a once-in-a-generation change for our country. And that's why it's so important every voice is heard. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.